Hey, teens, right here. If you think a cigarette in your mouth makes you look cool, it doesn't. It makes you look stupid. Greetings. My name is Joseph Yeager. Welcome to another Life in Perspective broadcast. My objective is to provide thought-provoking discussions so you can optimize your perspective on life. In my opinion, cigarette smoke is one of the most despicable things to ever be created. It stinks, pollutes the air, and is intrusive to non-smokers. In middle and high schools everywhere, kids are trying to be cool by smoking cigarettes, and the insecure wannabes follow suit because they are desperate to belong to the in crowd. In the era of Mad Men, when cigarettes were not quite known for their harmful effects, I get it. Today, however, with everything we know cigarettes can cause, including warnings on cigarette packs themselves, teens still choose to pick up the habit and actually think it makes their inadequacies go away. If you're dumb enough to think that, your inadequacies are greater than you think, and a cigarette in your mouth amplifies that message even more. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so by clicking the subscribe link below. You may also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. When I lived in places with the winter season, I would see people huddle outside buildings, freezing their ass off just to smoke a cigarette. When I travel, airports now have a smoker's lounge. It's the size of a prison cell and is usually packed with smokers who not only pollute their lungs with their own cigarettes, but amplify the damage by inhaling everybody else's. Some cultures walk around with stained, decaying teeth and bad breath, which likely reflects what goes on internally due to years of chain smoking and do absolutely nothing about it. And despite all the information, the warnings, and the overwhelming evidence of the irreversible harm cigarettes cause, teens still choose to pick up this lethal and wretched habit. Once you get to adulthood, you're on your own. If you choose to continue your slow and painful suicide, be my guest. I can only hope you come to your senses if you have any brain cells left, but you'll get no sympathy from me if you fall victim. However, if my message resonates with any child or teen and I can save even one life from falling victim, I'm grateful. Now, naturally, in this information age of inquisitive minds and appeal for reason without some hard facts to substantiate this call for action, may go unnoticed. So, children, here is a Schmogasboard of indisputable facts that may wake you up from your secondhand stupor. According to #TheFactsNow, tobacco kills a smoker every 6 seconds and 7 million annually worldwide. According to the American Lung Association, every day almost 2,500 children under the age of 18 try their first cigarette. More than 400 of them will become regular smokers. Half of those will eventually die as a result of their habit. If current tobacco use patterns persist, an estimated 5.6 million of today's youth under the age of 18 eventually will die prematurely from a smoking-related disease. In 2015, about half of middle and high school students reported using 2 or more tobacco products in the past 30 days. According to the American Cancer Society, of the thousands of chemicals in cigarettes, at least 70 are known to cause cancer. These include hydrogen cyanide, formaldehyde, lead, arsenic, and ammonia, just to name a few. I can go on and on, but the purpose of today is to bring awareness to those who still seem to ignore it. Every regulation enforced by governments worldwide to banish the habit is a step in the right direction. But we must do more to protect future generations from becoming victims by starting enforcements at home and mandating such education in every school and every grade level. Big tobacco is vilified, and for good reason, because they are the root of the problem. However, they can also be the solution. They have the power and the resources to finance awareness campaigns designed to prevent young, impressionable adults from picking up the habit because of peer pressure, ignorance, and low self-esteem. At least give them a chance to choose. If you're worried about profitability, move on to something else. In case you haven't heard, socially responsible companies are quite the rave and are profitable too, but not at the expense of our youth. As Lady Bird Johnson once said, children are likely to live up to what you believe of them. If so, in the case of the people versus youth smoking, the stupidity of youth may simply be a reflection of our own. Please let me know what topics you would like my perspective on in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.